My wife, F26, hides her of spendings from me, F25. How do I deal with this? So my wife and I have a joint bank account in which our paychecks are deposited into, but we still have our own accounts too. The own accounts are for our own spending without having the other person judging. That doesn't mean we are hiding these from each other though. A few months ago, I was looking at my wife's account to look up a specific transaction. I wasn't snooping, and I noticed a lot of purchases. Like a lot. It was around $300 to $500 a month. First of all, that is way more money that we decided on to be in our budget for just random spending. Second of all, I don't like the idea of my girlfriend paying money to see other girls naked. Like watching porn is one thing, but paying for it is another. I immediately talked to her. I told her that I saw the purchases, that it's not within the agreed budget, and that I don't feel comfortable with her purchasing it in the first place. She agreed to stop. But a few days ago I checked her account again, and instead of purchases, I found a lot of transactions at the gas stations within the same amount. My guess is that she is buying pay-safe cards to then use for of. I actually don't know if that's possible because I have never had of before. I asked her, and she said that she completely stopped, and that she is buying other random things at the gas stations like cigarettes, energy drinks, and so on. She agreed again to try to keep it within the budget. I don't believe her. I don't like that I don't believe her either. Have you ever dealt with a partner consuming of like that? I would like to hear some advice because this situation is seriously bugging me. Edit. Fix spelling. Curious, is she your wife or girlfriend? Title says wife, but you keep referring to her as girlfriend in the text. She is lying to you like she's got an addiction. So she's emotionally cheating and lying to you, and you're having problems trusting her. Therapy for her? There is a huge line and divide between consuming free porn, paying a small subscription fee, and what your girlfriend is doing. Your girlfriend is clearly contacting of sex workers and paying for additional services. Straight up like contacting prostitutes and paying hundreds of dollars. Run, don't walk. This is way more than a red flag. It's cheating. It's betraying your trust, both financially and relationship boundaries, intentionally hiding it from you. If you don't have kids, get out of there. She's too far gone. If you have separate accounts for your own spending without the other person judging, why do you have an agreed budget for random spending? Surely you are both free to spend that money as you wish. That's the whole point of having separate fun accounts. If your problem is that she's paying for that's different, but you seem more upset about the amount. My 27F boyfriend, 36M, is upset with me because I tried to punch a guy in the face. My friends, family, boyfriend, and I were all downtown for my birthday last week. The girls were all inside dancing, including me, and the guys stayed outside on the patio. A man approached us 4 times. The first 3 times, I politely asked him to go away and that we are all taken and not interested. The 4th time, I held my fist in the air and said, if you don't back the fuck up off of us, I'm gonna rock your shit. Fast forward now that everyone's gone. My boyfriend is being all shitty that I did that. He said it was erratic and childish. I would understand if violence was my initial reaction, but approaching us 4 times after I've asked nicely? Yeah, no backup. I'm scared that this might have changed the way he views me. Your boyfriend has never been prey to predator men. You reacted to a caveman in a way that they would understand in order to get through to them. I'd think you are a badass and be proud of my GF. Something to think about with your future with him. When I was in my 20s, I used to react that way towards creeps too. Now in my 30s, I see things very differently. Your reaction put everyone in potential danger, and I don't blame your guy for being mad. This should have been handled by letting the bouncer know what was going on. Here's the thing, you escalated. Yeah, if some ass keeps bugging me, a punch in the nose seems like a good option. You know what the better option is? Going to the club bouncer, bartender, manager, someone, and having his ass thrown out because he's harassing you. Another point, I'm a woman who can handle my own shit. But if my husband is with me, I'm not going to escalate interactions with an asshole man, because that man more than likely will try to target my husband with physical violence rather than me. And I don't want my husband getting caught in the middle of this crap. If I'm by myself, I'll do what needs doing. No, what you did was the proper response to protecting yourself. Never give the power to protect yourself over to others like security, etc. Security or police isn't helpful because they aren't around anyway or close enough to do anything during the moment. They only come after the crime or deed is done. Not helpful in preventing you being hurt. Your boyfriend is an idiot and don't understand common sense. He's just brainwashed by all the don't use violence against violence crap. You seem to have more spine than he does. Anyway, just make sure if you're going to punch the guy, make sure he's not going to be someone that's going to overpower you easily or carry a weapon. That could just agitate him more. That's what every guy wants, is a woman who threatens violence on other guys. The appropriate thing would have been to tell him. If he has his knickers in a twist, he should have been there to protect you. Not that you needed it. Some guys only get the message when threatened. I, 35F, looked in my partner's, 35M, hidden photos. We have an open phone policy, but after 2 years, I just never felt the need to snoop, but something was urging me to look. And I found his entire hidden photo album is filled with women, some he knows personally, school, work. It's some pictures of women posing for selfies and in bikinis, but most of them are just innocently posing for a picture, but their feet are showing. None of these photos look to me like fetish content. They're just women posting photos that happen to have their feet showing. I immediately called him out on how creepy it was, and he says he likes that the pictures aren't posed, and he likes to look at a variety of feet. Now, I know he has a foot fetish which I partake in with him, but to me, this seems slimy and disgusting. The fact he said he likes the pictures because they aren't purposefully showing their toes off in a fetish way creeps me out. It seems like he gets off on the fact he got a glimpse of them when the woman wasn't meaning to be sexual. I have no clue where to go from here. Part of me wishes they were just porn stars or something and not women he worked with and went to school with 15 years ago. My closest friends think it's breakup worthy, and a very major part of me agrees. Is it normal for people to do this? Save innocent pictures like this? I feel sick. I made him leave my house, and he's been leaving crying messages on my voicemail all day. TYA for the advice. Honestly, I personally don't think this would be something I could get over. It sounds mild, but it's not. This is creepy. I would be extremely uncomfortable. Imagine posting an innocent photo, and it ending up in someone's fetish album? Especially someone you know. I couldn't do it. I personally do not keep hidden cache of women I know for sexual purposes. I find that to be disrespectful and creepy. If my partner did that, I wouldn't like that either. These are people you know. What happens at gatherings? If you run into those people talking to your partner, then what would be your reaction moving forward? I don't feel like this would be sustainable knowing that they would cross a boundary like this. I don't even keep pictures of my opposite sex friends if they are even slightly inappropriate, but it was okay to take them while hanging out, like a group selfie, but something is exposed. Or something. I can't think of good examples right now. I feel like having someone in your life that violates your friends really shouldn't belong there. Breakup worthy. It's weird and creepy that he has a spank bank with pictures of women that he knows personally who aren't being sexual. There is an entire world of porn on the internet, more than any one person could ever look at. Probably an entire lifetime's worth of just feet pics from women who want their feet jacked off to. And yet he chooses to crank the hog to non-sexual pictures of women that he knows. That's at best a crazy lack of boundaries for an adult to have with people he knows, and at worst it's ick. Predatory is the only word coming to mind here. Like he just doesn't think it's wrong to sexualize a woman's daily life, even if she's behaving perfectly innocently. When you snoop in your partner's phone, you should only do so if you know you're going to leave. If you find anything otherwise, you're wasting your own time and making yourself miserable. Don't take him back. No, it's not normal. Those women didn't consent to him using their photos for his sexual gain. He's disgusting. This is significant other creepy. My partner and I are cool with the other consuming porn. I cannot imagine being cool with, or him being cool with, that sexual content of being of people we know. It's disrespectful to you and very creepy for them. You can dump him over anything. I would find this hard to get past. GF, 27 female, uninvited me, 26 male, to holiday dinner after initially begging me to join. My girlfriend uninvited me to Thanksgiving dinner after asking me to do everything I could to get those days off. I asked my boss to pull a string, and she did. Now I'm left scratching my head, wondering if I'm overreacting. Her sister doesn't want me there, so my girlfriend had to break the news to me today. GF's sister, 30 female, doesn't want me around because I made an uncomfortable comment sometime last year when I jokingly said, "Are you going to eat all that?" Dang, when pointing at a huge taco. This was enough for her to feel some sort of way. This was never brought to my attention until months later, May 2025, when my girlfriend told me I wasn't allowed inside her apartment because her sister didn't want me inside. My girlfriend pays all the bills and rent. My girlfriend also takes up most of the chores, and she's pretty much a caretaker for her sister. Drives her where she has to go, takes her out of town when necessary, etc. They live together in the apartment my girlfriend pays for, and has always paid for. So, in these last months I've been holding my tongue. But I am no longer holding my tongue, and now it's causing issues. I'm not allowed, but all of her sister's friends can go in and out as they please. Even though it's my GF's apartment and my girlfriend pays everything, she lets her sister have the upper hand in what's allowed. And now, days before Thanksgiving, my girlfriend has cried and told me I can't drive the 5 hours I was going to drive to spend it with her family because her sister doesn't want me there. GF knows I don't have family and knows I spend the holidays by myself. I feel extra sad because I feel like her sister will always have the upper hand in what goes and what doesn't. I feel resentful, angry, and sad. GF's sister doesn't like me, feels uncomfortable around me, and what she says goes. My girlfriend doesn't put her foot down, and now I'm not attending her family dinner. I really cannot believe you're continuing to date a woman who won't allow you into her apartment. And now she dumps you at Thanksgiving. Stop being her doormat and dump her. She has no respect for you. Organize meeting with your girlfriend and her sister and apologize. The joke wasn't funny, especially if the sister has body image issues. You're treating it like your girlfriend should force things on her sister because she pays bills, but that's not all that gives you the upper hand in life. It sucks that she begged you to come and then took it back. But you can help fix this. If the sister doesn't want to meet you, give your girlfriend an apology letter. And next time, don't make this type of jokes unless you know the prey on really well. 1. She lets her sister dictate her on whom she can have over in your GF's house, while she is not paying for anything. 2. She lets her sister dictate who she can bring to Thanksgiving dinner at their parents' house. Things you should note are: 1. She will have a hold on your girlfriend no matter what. 2. The more you will get serious, the more manipulative she will become and will cause problems in your relationship. 3. If your girlfriend doesn't have the spine to stand up to her, then you have a girlfriend problem and you'll be the background character in your own relationship. It's time for you to seriously consider this relationship, or else you're bound to get more hurt in the future. I'm sorry that's happened. It sounds like one of those situations where there was a miscommunication that never got cleared up and has now been blown out of proportion. The chances are that her sister doesn't really want her having a boyfriend anyway, as it takes away from their relationship. I would suggest that you sit down with your girlfriend and find out exactly where her priorities lie, because going forward it could be that there is no future for you guys, as she will always prioritize her sister. If that's the case, you may choose that this is not going to be the relationship that you want. I don't think I could continue a relationship where my partner hid that someone close to them was upset with something I said or did, blocked me from trying to make repair, banned me from their home, and hurt me for the holidays. That's a lot to tolerate. You do need to apologize to her sister. Do it with your girlfriend present and be sincere. It was a thoughtless and insensitive comment. But you also need to speak with your GF. You should be a priority in your relationship and not come second to her sister.